A warm welcome to all the listeners. Listen to the Blue Horse. Dr.C.K.N. is in conversation with Pooja. I'm sure you'll enjoy this session, and I'm sure it's going to be some food for your thought.
Hello everybody. I welcome you all on another interesting podcast with the Blue Horse. Today we have another interesting topic to discuss with the Blue Horse. My food, my child. So, doctor, can we discuss about the right kind of food that has to be given to the child by the parent?
This is a very, very interesting area of facts that people should know. Okay.
Yes.
So, as we are all born, every one of us are born from a mother's womb, right?
Yes.
And then we are initially dependent on mother's milk.
Yes.
This is very important. At once upon a time,
So
it's not happening now.
So up to what age do you think the
That's what I'm
infants
coming
has
to.
be?
That's what
Yes,
I'm coming to.
Yes.
At once upon a time, for many centuries or many thousands of years or lakhs of years, children are given mother's milk to the age of 5 or 6.
Yes.
Minimum till the age of 5.
Yes.
That's not there anymore.
But today, by 3 years, the children have gone to school.
That's a different issue altogether. We are going to talk about the food here.
Okay.
Whether you go to school when you are in the mother's stomach itself.
Okay.
That's not my problem.
Okay.
So, people are generally not healthy enough with their hormones.
Okay.
The girls and the ladies. So, mother's milk becomes very important.
Okay.
And it transforms the huge amount of microbiome to a child.
Mother's milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is being given in the recent
So
research.
as the mother's milk in today's world, as you said, it's given for a short period of time, for 2 or
I
2
don't know.
years.
Many people are not reluctant. Many people do not know about it. Many people do not have awareness on it.
Okay.
Now the awareness is slowly coming, but they are not strong enough to give mother's milk for too long a period of time.
Okay. So that's affecting a person while he grows.
It is not going to affect a person. It is going to how strongly you're going to build the child.
Okay.
Okay. So the strength of the child lies with that.
So the longer the period of time the mother's milk is given, the child's health is very
Exactly.
good.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now you don't have the strength. You don't have the
Immunity
you don't have the hormonal strength to produce milk.
for
You
a
shut
woman.
down very fast.
For a woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of us have gone unhealthy
Okay.
in the present world today. In the last 50 years, rather.
So we
Maybe
say that
after-
the parent by themselves doesn't have a good health.
No.
Okay.
No. What it is to produce a healthy child is another important factor.
Okay.
Now let us not talk about the food. How the baby is built inside the uterus. The prenatal development from the zygote period to the fetus period till you deliver a baby.
Okay.
The peak performance of a uterus in a woman is between 16 years of age to 24. Not after that. If you are going to produce children at this age, their children are going to be healthy because your uterus was healthy. You may turn around and say that the law doesn't permit to get married before 18. That's not the fact here. We are talking about the human physiology, what lies out there in nature.
Okay. Regardless of the situation of
You
their life.
have any rule, law, anything
Yeah.
that you have written in a piece of paper.
Okay.
And then you have bound them into a books and you have built big buildings where people sit with black gowns and say that you have made a wrong. You have got your other. It's all brush it aside. We are not going to talk
Okay.
about all that.
Nowadays, women, they have to study at least till
That is
20.
another different issue altogether. Again, I told you 16 to 24.
Okay.
And if you want to take economic independence before you want to get married, so your education is prolonged. I understand what you're saying. And then you finish your education by 24, 25. And then you search around for a job or a business or whatever. And then you establish yourself for a permanent earning every month. And then you think of the marriage.
Yes.
And that is hampering this issue of 16 to 24.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
So forget that. So that's a healthy child. Now then the mother's milk. Then after that, when you start feeding food to a child, the outside world food,
Yes.
maybe your rice and dal and all kinds of things.
Yes.
This is where the lot of facts come into play. Okay.
Okay.
So what should be my food, my child, as you said. So my food, I am the mother, my food.
Yes.
So I have given birth to a child at the age of 23. Okay. Now I have born and brought up under my parents, and I am being fed with certain foods till I reach my adulthood. Till your adulthood you grow, right? In the age of 18, 19. So what is that food? I am used to that food.
Okay.
You remember one thing. For every human being, You know, which is the best food? The mother's food.
Okay.
For everybody.
Because
For
we are used
everybody.
to that microbes.
Because your initial experience of eating outside food is from your mom, right? It's from your mother.
Yes.
So that is the one which your tongue has tasted for
It's
the first time.
almost like a medicine.
Yeah. So you like that taste.
Yes.
That's because of our hands and the microbiome of our hand.
Yeah.
That plays a lot of role there. So even at the age of 75, I'm going to ask you which is the best food that you enjoyed in your life. You without any hesitation, you will turn around and tell, I have enjoyed only my mother's food. Nothing like my mother's food. The gravy she used to make, the biryani she used to make. Even if she makes a curd rice, it used to be so tasty. Like that only you speak.
Yes.
Because that was your first experience, that was your first impression. That was the first impression in your brain with your taste buds. That will only be reflected again and again and again and again and again.
Okay.
Even if I am married to a girl and that girl is a phenomenal cook, still I will give importance to my mother's food.
Yes.
That always happens in everybody. Now, what is my food to my child? So you are used to some kind of a food. See, all of us, we are used to only one thing. Breakfast, lunch and dinner.
Yes.
Maybe some beverages in between. Some tea, coffee or some juice or whatever you call it. Right?
Yes.
So this is very important. See, you need to understand one thing is the child's appetite. You must never force a child.
Okay.
Maybe one day he will eat 3 idlis normally.
Less quantity.
Yeah. One day he may be eating only 1 idli.
Okay.
You should never force a child.
Okay.
You should never force a child to make the child eat more and more. No.
Okay.
This is what is most important. Most of the mothers don't know about
they are
it.
dumping the children.
Yeah, they give lot of eggs. They want their, child to be chubby and plumpy and all. No.
Okay.
You cannot overfeed a child. Very, very simple it is. We are all used to the kind of food what we eat in Asia, right?
Yes.
Basically a rice-based food,
Yes.
All our South Indian breakfasts like idli, dosa,
Yes.
upma, pongal, puri, chapati, and all that kind of thing.
So
Chapati,
that sort of food that has to
No. We are all used to that.
Yes.
If you are used to that, you're going to stick to that.
Yes.
And that's what you're going to feed the child.
Of course.
It is always better to give food to the child hot, cooked hot and given.
Okay.
It's not only for the child, all of us, we are supposed to eat that way. This is one. And a lot of people, metallurgy come into play. Eating on a pure silver plate or a silver bowl is supposed to be good. You can do that. The best way to, feed a child is with hot cooked food placed on a banana leaf. That's the best way.
Yes.
People in the urban areas are finding it difficult to do that these days.
What about fruits?
Fruits has got a role where it is becoming a difficult scenario now.
Okay, with lot of pesticides.
No. If you have access to fruit which is not chemically sprayed for the shelf life,
In our own farm.
then it's okay. Yeah.
In our backyard.
Yeah, then it's okay.
Okay.
What fruits you are getting into the market is,
It's not good.
Yeah, because of the transportation revolution of the world,
everything.
every fruit grown everywhere in the world, it's available in every township.
Yes.
Like you can go in, we are sitting in Chennai. I can walk across 200 meters, there's a fruit shop.
Okay.
I can buy kiwis from New Zealand.
Yes.
I can buy grapes from Australia. I can buy apples from Washington. All those kind of thing.
Yes.
So in order to increase the shelf life, because it has to stand the transportation, it has to fly down from there or come in containers or whatever it is. It will travel for 1 or 2 months and then come to the warehouse, get cleared and get distributed and come into the retail shop. It takes, by the time they move it from there, by the time it is in the shelf, it is 3 months.
Yes.
And if you're going to keep an apple on the top of the table and just watch it in 6 months together, it's going to remain intact. So much of spray has been done. It's not going to help us.
Okay, so what about the cakes and chocolates?
See, everything has a limit, okay?
Yes.
Okay. The sugary stuffs are, dominating the world always.
Yes.
You have ice creams, you have bakery products, you have cakes, you have chocolates,
beverages,
you have jam, you have fruit juices, you have aerated waters. You have conventional sweets.
Yes.
And a lot of sugary stuffs are made at home, like your payasam, kheer. And then the kesaris and halwas and all that you make at home during the puja days.
So whatever we make home is quite better than what we get from comparatively from outside.
But then the children are, once they start going to school, they get exposed.
Yeah, definitely.
They get exposed. A lot of other children bring in a lot of sugary stuff.
Yes.
All kinds of muffins.
So how does the parent bring them under control?
Brownies. Parents are helpless here.
Okay.
Because the children are going to throw tantrum that they want brownies today.
Okay.
You have to buy. You have no choice.
So how does that affect the children?
It is not the question of affecting the children.
Okay.
It is the question of how more and more the child is going to go into it. Start ignoring the basic food.
Okay.
If you're going to eat too much of sugary stuff, it's not good for you.
Okay.
So when the child gets exposed to the outside world by going to the schools and joining with the peer group, and the peer group comes from many walks of life, and they bring in different kind of food.
Yes.
And then say suppose somebody is a vegetarian. By birth, that family is a vegetarian. The child is born and brought up
Exposed to
vegetarian,
non-veg.
and it goes to the school. It sees eggs and meat, fish and all that kind of thing brought for the lunch by the other children.
Yes.
And the other children try to educate this vegetarian boy. Just bite a small bite and see. Just take a small bit and see how you like it. And if the child, that vegetarian boy, is going to take up interest on that, like the taste and all that, then it comes and tells at home, today mommy I ate chicken, today mommy I ate egg, I liked it, why cannot we make at home and all that.
Yeah.
Then the parents quietly turn around and say, we are authentically, we are not supposed to make such kind of food at home.
Nowadays the exposure
I can buy you from outside.
Yeah.
Whenever I take
Yeah,
you to the hotel, I'll buy you.
Yes, but then nowadays the exposure to outside foods has become very frequent.
That is because of the reason that, when I was a small child about 55 years back, in the same area, there were only 4 hotels were there.
Yes.
Small hotels.
Yes.
Today, in and around me, in the same area, we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different types of restaurants.
Different types of restaurants.
Okay.
Yes.
So why? Because why so many restaurants and so many hotels providing food is because the population rise is one.
Okay.
Secondly, people are not cooking enough at home.
Yes.
They have no time.
Yes.
So when it comes to the question of my child, my food, people give money
Is
to
it
the
good
child.
to get
No, people give money to the child,
Yes.
a few $100, 100 rupees or 200 rupees, Indian rupees. They don't give them lunchbox.
Okay.
These children go to the school, they buy from the canteen and eat. That's crazy.
Again, it's because of their busy life. They are not.
Yeah, they are not able. They are not having enough time to cook and
Yes.
make dabba.
Yes.
Make dabba for the children. Okay, that one thing is also there. Second thing is too much of processed food.
Yeah, processed food. If it's outside food, it becomes definitely the processed food comes inside.
And today you have the services at home. You can pick up your screen, order for any kind of food.
Yes.
There are agencies which the boys will come in the bike
How
and
do
deliver.
you think this affects the child's growth mentally, physically?
It's not mentally physical. Food is food.
Okay, so then you think it's good in our day?
No, it becomes addictive.
Okay.
Once you start getting into lot of
Outside
junk foods,
Yes.
the more of maida you take, the more of contamination you get. In the sense like that, your biochemistry is going to, slowly deteriorate.
Okay.
Your metabolic imbalances may start.
Does that affect the mind?
Food is directly related
To the mind.
thought process.
Thought process.
Yeah. So disciplinary part of food at home is impossible anymore.
Okay.
No, it's not
It's
possible.
impossible.
No.
Because we are tempted
Unless and
towards-
until you live somewhere deep in rural where you have no access to outside food.
Okay.
You have no other choice to depend on the food at home because you have to satisfy your hunger.
Okay.
There is no choice there.
Hunger or taste?
Yeah. So
Is it
junk
hunger
food is
I asked you a question. Is it hunger or taste?
See, when it comes to the question of hunger, you eat any food.
Yes.
When it comes to the question of taste, when you don't have hunger, you want tasty food.
Then I would say that when I asked you that frequent outside food has become very common, then it's because of taste.
Yeah, because see, I want it
You're
again and
addicted
again.
to taste.
See, ma, if I am at home, say I am a 12-year-old boy or a 15-year-old boy.
Yes.
You make any one breakfast,
Okay.
a idli and sambar, or idli or chutney, or puri and potato.
Yes.
Any one day, a dosa and kurma, something like that. I'll have one variety, right?
Yes.
When I am being taken to a hotel, I have a menu card. I have everything there.
Then the parent has the
No,
responsibility.
please. I'm coming to something very important.
Okay.
When I've been given a menu card, I have varieties there. And everything is available for my asking. Vada is there, idli is there, different type of idlis are there, different type of dosas are there,
Yes,
puri
yes,
is there,
yes.
upma is there, pongal is there, all kinds of breakfast is there. I can order, see, if I am at home, I only have my mother has made only, dosa and chutney, I have to eat only that. That day I have the mood to eat puri and potato.
Yes.
But I can't get. But in the hotel, whatever is my mood, I can get. I can get one idli and two idlis and one vada. After that, I can eat a plate of puri, I get varieties there.
Nowadays,
So that becomes luxury.
Okay.
When that luxury to which when I am exposed, I want that again and again.
Okay.
See, suppose I go to a Chinese restaurant, for a lunch or a dinner. I don't get such food at home because we don't know how to make that food.
You need not have to go to a hotel today. Just by clicking on the screen, you get it at home.
Whatever it is, whether you're going to go to that restaurant and eat, whether I'm going to order at home and eat.
You get a lot of varieties.
Yeah, I cannot make that food at home.
Yes.
So I want that food. I want chili chicken today.
Yes.
I don't make at home to that taste.
That's what I'm coming to a point that the parents have another responsibility of bringing the control in their children.
You cannot bring in control here, I'm telling you. When the children are once they're exposed to the peer group, once they go cross 15, 16 years of age, they are exposed to the world of food, which is going to be uncontrollable after that.
This addiction to taste is going to spoil.
See, I will
their
tell you
health.
something, it's very, very, very simple. And after the age of 9, 10,
Okay.
if I am in a school, okay?
Okay.
See, there's a famous school here, I don't want to mention the name. There's a McDonald's restaurant here which is made big.
Okay.
Quite a number of people can sit down and eat at a time. So when these children, get a birthday, today is my birthday,
Okay.
I take all of them to McDonald's and treat them. My friends, my class.
Yes.
40 of them or 50 of them.
Yes.
I spend money and I give them all burgers and whatnot. And when it comes to the question of another friend of mine's birthday of my class, he takes me and so we are getting exposed now. We are getting into some kind of a level where we have access to money is there from the parents. So we are able to spend. The children are able to spend.
Frequently they speak.
Yeah. So in a year, number of time, these people are among themselves are exposed to restaurants.
Yes.
Now this is one factor. Like this, you can keep on saying factors, keep going. People who are got used to aerated waters, they go again and again for the aerated waters.
Yeah, they get addicted.
Yeah, because that gassy stuff, sugary stuff with that taste.
They have some sort of chemicals to bring the...
No, chemicals and all that.
Okay.
It is a water-based beverage and that beverage is filled with CO2 and it is a sugary stuff and they are synthetic molecular values in order to retain the pathogenic growth in it. There are certain stuffs are mixed in it,
Okay.
which I don't want to tell the name, which is not good for us.
Yes.
And too much of sugar it is, nothing
So
else.
does this come under the responsibility of the parent, bringing that awareness to the children that how these outside foods...
If you are good enough to create that awareness, you will become the best parent.
Okay.
And if you can make your child listen to it, there is nothing like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay?
Okay. That's
Simple it is. So my child, my food is the best of the food is if the children are exposed, if the parents can manage to give most of the time. Outside food cannot be, you cannot escape from the outside food to your children.
okay.
You cannot escape from processed food to your children.
But
you
you
cannot escape from the junk foods to your children.
Yeah.
It's an order of the day.
Yes.
It should be as minimum as possible. The child should be more exposed to home food and fresh cooked food and eaten on time.
They must be educated about the consequences of having outside food.
That is your responsibility to explain them.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Parents are having awareness on that.
Okay.
There are parents, even if they speak awareness they have when they speak to the children, if the children are not going to register it, They are going to go back again and again to all those things. Otherwise, there's going to be a problem.
Okay.
And then access to money to the children also today is highly possible. So they have enough money to go and spend and eat outside.
Yes.
So the my food, my child is the best of the food in your tradition of your breakfast, lunch and dinner, what your parents have given, what your grandparents have given to your parents,
Okay.
and what is that you're going to give it to your child is the best of my food to my child. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Doctor. That's a valid of information that you have passed on to us. So meet you all on another interesting podcast. Thank you so much for listening to us.